Well, it really does seem like at this point in time, Target is to stores what Bud Light is to, well, Bud Light if we're going to keep it a buck. But more on that atrocity in the next video. First and foremost, though, Target's reputation takes a hit over children's LGBT, after trying to make your kids gay. After they're coming after your kids and trying to wrap them in less than stellar, a little bit better than Walmart, far better than Kmart. Like Target used to have some sort of reputation, but not anymore, a survey shows. Target's reputation with U.S. shoppers has taken a steep hit this year as the cheap chic retail. I don't know, man. I ain't no bitch. I don't shop there. Retail chain releases a controversial Pride apparel collection that includes tuck-friendly swimwear. I guess we're starting to see, at least now with the rank and file population, what is a step too far, because this isn't the first time that they've rolled out all of your rainbow bedecked clothing. Like, this has been going on for a long time. But now, now all of a sudden, when you can go ahead and point directly to it and saying, they're erasing women by making men women. Oh, now we got a problem. It always circles back to feminism. You must put women on top, and then when they're knocked off for a second, that's when the backlash starts. Funny. Interesting. I guess that's the Rubicon. Cool. Now that we know the point of no return, now we can start weaponizing it. Anyways, the Minneapolis-based discounter. Can you even qualify it as the pseudo retailer? Anyways, took 53rd place on the 2023 Axios Harris Poll 100 Corporate Reputation Rankings released Tuesday. I don't know if I could even name 100 corporate structures that I care the fuck about. I don't care about any of them at all. I like Costco. There we go. They make good supplements. That's about it. Like, outside of that, yeah, I don't really like any of them all that much, but whatever. Okay. But yes, it was released Tuesday, the same day the chain yanked some of its Pride merch off the shelves after a pro-gay message caused violent outbursts among customers. Target's a 21 spot drop is the third largest on the list, followed by, this one's interesting, behind Tesla. Tesla. Isn't that popular guy that was also hosting a Ron DeSantis telephone call that is kind of being astroturfed as being I broke the internet, when in actuality it was just your staffers behind the scene? Oh, if you thought that I'd be addressing that situation, I definitely will. Fucking politics is the second word, and right above my head right there, I'll be talking about that. We'll be streaming that stuff on Saturday. Oh, it's going to be fun. Not for listening to Ron DeSantis. That dude's a fucking drag. But all of the other stuff, and funny, I wonder if he shops at Target. Probably does. And he also buys up the cases of Bud Light. But I'm getting ahead of myself. That's going to be fun. Ron DeSantis, not so much. Ron DeSnoozes, am I right? Ugh. Anyways, Chrysler also suffered a 22 spot plunge. Chrysler? Really? Chrysler. Huh, because it was Ford that had the gay pickup. Oh, right, but just latent homosexuals that would be with the Village people drive pickups, I guess. That's fine. Target also scored poorly on the survey's reputational quotient, or RQ metric. Out of 9 categories used to determine the overall RQ of the score, Target did the worst in culture, defined as a company that is good to work for, placing 65th with a score of 74. Okay, but what is their JQ quotient? Anyways, the retailer's vision score, determined based on the company's clear vision for the future, dropped a drastic 24 places from 2022. Okay, well, I guess that kind of sucks, but the rest of this stuff looks, pretty bleak, because you see a bunch of drops that are out there, but it's not quite as bad as this drop right here in a week. In a fucking week, guys, they lost, check this out, $9 billion in market cap. Yo, we were absolutely doubled over laughing at Anheuser Busch losing 6 million, or I'm sorry, 6 billion. Don't want to undersell that. We're dealing with billions at this point in time. They lost 6 billion. Target, what are the biggest remaining retail stores that are left? 9 billion in a week just because they were selling some gay clothes? Holy! Target loses $9 billion in a week following boycott calls over gay-friendly kids' clothing. Yeah, stop sexualizing kids, you weirdos. Target has lost $9 billion in market value since angry social media users called for a boycott. Well, in actuality, it's more or less playing out in real life because nobody's buying their stuff, so can you really say that it's angry social media users. No, it's kind of everybody across the board, because everybody shops, at least in the United States. Well, that's the only place that you can get shop at a Target. If that's the case, again, it was the same thing with Bud Light people. They're just out there. They're just being mean because all those conservatives got together on their right-wing platforms to plot a boycott. Okay, do conservatives only drink beer, or are conservatives only boycotting a beer that they weren't drinking in the first place? You go ahead and square that circle. Anyways, about a week ago, Wednesday, before the controversy erupted, Target's stock closed at $160.96 a share, giving the big box chain a market capitalization of $74.3 billion. Hey, nice stuff. As of early trading on Thursday, however, shares of the company were trading off 1% at $141.76, capping a week-long tumble that has shrunk the cheap chic. If you keep saying it, does that make it a tagline? I guess. A discount retailer's value to $65.3 billion. Fucking oops. Yeah, that's 9 right on the dot. Interesting. That amounts to about a 12% drop. That has shaved a whopping $9 billion off the company's market capitalization. Target said on Tuesday it was removing some of its items. The rest of them, they were trying to move to the back of the store, and it's just those stupid Southerners that are out there. At least that's what they're saying in their emergency meetings. See what else they're saying here as well. Since introducing this year's collection, we've experienced threats impacting our team members, some Karen said to the group. Given these volatile circumstances, we're making adjustments to our plans, including removing items that have been at the center of the most significant confrontational behavior. Target said that the customers they were knocking down pride signs, that's a man act, and some stores angrily approached workers and posted threatening videos on social media from inside the stores, like this fellow. Which, okay, listen, the way that he's dressed, I kind of have doubts on this one. Probably staged. I don't know how many people were in on this stuff. It's at least kayfabe, but some of those Bud Light videos were also at least a little bit of a work. So, tomato, right? Target shopper tears down pride sign as fury over gay merchandise spills into aisles. Well, technically, the display was what spilt into the aisle. Target shoppers fuming over the retailer's gay merchandise, including tuck-friendly swimwear, which, why is that a sentence? You keep making me repeat that as much as customer discount, I don't know, fucking thrift store adjacent clothing. Okay, I have stormed some stores. It's one fucking video. That's why I'm just a little bit skeptical of the legitimacy of this. The online fury spilling over into aisles includes one MAGA hat wearing, and he also has a Trump shirt as well. Okay, it's like playing Spot the Fed. And it's also up on somebody's branded YouTube channel. Okay. But yes, MAGA hat wearing provocateur. Oh, a Ron DeSantis supporter wouldn't do that. Well, they don't exist. Sign from a clothing. They're too busy watching, the endless wall-to-wall coverage on Daily Wire. Fuck off. From a clothing rack of LGBTQ gay apparel. Just gay apparel. Ethan Schmidt, a 24-year-old far-right internet personality. That's why it's for clout. It's fuck, man. I gotta go out this weekend. I'm gonna go see if I can find any gay sections that are popping up. It's still a week out from the official launch of If we were exclusively on Rumble, I could tell you the 3-letter word I'm thinking about to describe next month, but I think you can kind of piece the parts together. But yes, he recently made headlines. Oh, really? For his off-color remarks, they were probably hilarious. Is seen tossing a rainbow-colored sign. Well, no, that rainbow also has, white, pink, and another blue, as well as a black and brown stripe. So it's like, what the fuck are we even doing at this point in time? Another self-proclaimed patriot and activist, Scott Libido, well, I don't fucking know, filmed himself on Wednesday at a Staten Island Target. Oh, Lord, shouting, Memorial Day weekend! Where's the display supporting and showing homage to the men and women of the military, you fucking guys? But yeah, that's why it's like, okay, this is going up to somebody's channel, and he's got a Trump 2024 shirt, which is pretty fucking based. And then also a MAGA hat, which I'm trying to get my hands on one. I want one so fucking badly, but it's tough to get one of decent quality. Like, I want one of the good ones that are down there, and I just can't find one. Anyways, there's a couple of little made in China pieces of shit here, he adds, pointing to a small 3-shelf section with red, white, and blue paraphernalia. In November, we get these veteran displays that say proud to be a veteran. No, we don't. Labido says before a Target employee approaches him to stop screaming. Well, yeah, of course. But if it was a woman, especially a black woman, she wouldn't be told to stop screaming at all. Of course not. But yeah, man, this one right here, this one was so fucking funny, okay? Like, if this is what you guys are doing, obviously, you know, there's one thing that's on there that doesn't belong, but boy, it looks awfully cozy in there now, doesn't it? So, oh, Lord have mercy. That's actually, like, okay, even you get past the little shelf that's right there, and, you know, the 30-pack that's on there. You take a look at the back, like, that's a pretty decent sized section to just have a whole bunch of gay shit that's down there. Doesn't really look like it's been picked through either, because everything looks fairly well stacked there. And as somebody who has been a merchandising manager at one point in time in a previous life, that tells me that ain't nobody going through that section. So good job, Target. You are well on your way to becoming Bud Light 2.0, but yeah, it looks like you're already there. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.